the quarterfinals.
Estonia, Judge 1, Pakistan, Judge 2, Guatemala, Judge 3, Bulgaria, Judge 4.
There is Alejandro Claro, 23 years of age, from Cuba. There is Fernando Delgado Vera of Venezuela, just a year older, the man from Manabi. There are 5 scoring judges from Kazakhstan, Guatemala, Bulgaria, Morocco, and Chinese Taipei. Dimitri Melis of Estonia is our referee. We see the previous results of Delgado Vera. 4-1 split decision winner over Bonilla of Mexico. It was a unanimous point decision win over Omid Amid Safa of the boxing refugee team for Claro. So we're underway then. This is action in the men's 51-kilogram division. This long thrusting jab scored by the boxer in blue, and that is Luis Fernando Delgado Vera, 24 years of age, from Ecuador. The southpaw wearing red, coming forward in search of his southpaw backhand, is Alejandro Claro, 23 years of age.
Nice work there from Claro. Just, oh, beautiful.
Picks off an effective, rapid-fire left cross once again. And again, look at where his foot is compared to that of Delgado. On the outside of Delgado's lead foot, who comes forward, launching hooks with bad intentions. Claro just probing with that right jab, looking to distract and possibly blind his opponent so he can uncoil the rapid-fire left cross that he possesses. There it is, right on cue. Put the right jab out there, blinded his man. Left cross came through in a flash. Touching down with the knee there was Delgado. Left-hand bolo shot to the body, not too far away. So Claro, economical with his punches. But he is very explosive when he pulls the trigger on that left cross.
Yeah, he really is. When you see Claro's foot position, whenever he attacks, his front foot is almost behind his opponent's foot sometimes, really getting that leverage in the punches.
So Delgado stalking his man as Claro elects to move clockwise around the boxing ring, and look at that for movement in the pocket, playing matador, just batting the punch away and dancing across the canvas to end up on the other side of him. Nice spearing left cross to the body from Claro. Oh, left hook. Well, it was partially blocked by the glove, but it still disrupted the boxing stance of Delgado. Such was the force of it. Terrific explosivity in evidence from Claro. Check right hook not too far away from the Cuban boxer. There he was, long with that left cross as he looked to get that leverage that is serving him so well once again. That's why his boxing stance was disrupted after he was pushed back by Delgado. Well, Delgado doing a good job considering that he's meeting a man with superior speed here, but he's trying to remain on his chest and keep the attacks going, Delgado. Claro spoken to about the tangle of legs between a southpaw and orthodox boxer. Good right cross landed from Delgado as he pins Claro to the corner, and then another roundhouse right. May have landed with the inside of the glove, but it was landed with force nonetheless. And Delgado doing an outstanding job of applying pressure against this box puncher from Cuba. Reaching for the right cross, but it was inaccurate. Counter left hand came over the top from Claro. Well, Delgado thinks he's done enough. I don't happen to share that perspective, but what say the 5 scoring judges? Delgado has taken it for judge number 2. Judges 1, 3, 4, and 5 preferring the work of Alejandro Claro.
Claro was boxing beautifully. The foot position, just being able to get into range and then get out and avoid the counter punch of Delgado. I think Delgado really needs to up his work rate here. One phase attack against a really, really good Cuban fighter and a class operator is not going to be enough to be able to really seal the deal on the round. this next round, he really has to come out, cut his man off a little bit quicker, and start using those 2 and 3 phase attacks.
So we move into the second round then. Alejandro Claro took the first round on a 4-1 split. Delgado rewarded by judge number 2 for his front foot pressure. Was effective in pockets as he looks for a counter right hand, but there he has his head jolted backwards by a straight shot, and he acknowledges that. The shot from Claro certainly got his attention. Delgado, showing the competitor that he is, comes firing back and now looking to tie up the Cuban stylist and work away to the body. So credit to Delgado, working with what he has within his armory, and a counter shot right foot from the right hand, not too far away, but then Claro comes back with another rapier-like 1-2, right jab, left cross. Delgado, effective defenses, bracketing his head with his hands to ward off that left uppercut that came in. Couldn't do anything about that left cross, which penetrated his guard. Oh, there's a beautiful counterpunch from Delgado, and then goes downstairs with a left hook to the body. So Delgado remaining committed to his task against a boxer with superior speed and reach. He is trying desperately and having success getting into short and mid-range, and he checked the chin of Claro, but Claro has passed the chin check and he's maintained his composure, now looking to get on his bike and box off the back foot.
Claro is boxing really well here. Into punching distance, and just pops out his left hand just straight down the middle.
Delgado demonstrating that he remains dangerous, not being distracted or indeed discouraged. Beautiful double left hand. Uppercut to the body, left hook to the head from Claro, adopting the half cover guard now before dropping his hands down to his knees. Just over a minute remaining. And this is where Delgado surely needs to be working away and not accepting the clinch that Claro was looking to initiate.
Delgado needs to work harder here. Needs the second phase, that was better.
Made Claro miss, then scored effectively with a good left hand to the body and a right hand straight through the middle. Right hand is a good weapon against the southpaw stance, but again, Claro has always got his foot on the outside of that of his opponent. Delgado just smothering his own work, and this is where he's got to get his hands free and dig away downstairs once again. Trying to do so, but the two men tying one another up during the course of this clinch. Infighting, an art in itself, of course, and Delgado has got to demonstrate that here against this Cuban slickster.
Delgado can't afford to be holding in these clinches. He really needs to be working if he wants to pull this back.
Oh, there's another looping overhand right from Delgado, looking to counter was Claro, and then good defense on the back foot from Claro to make Delgado's attack fall short. But again, terrific competitiveness and desire being demonstrated by Delgado. Again, I don't think it's enough to win the round for the man in blue, but he's certainly in there competing and giving Claro plenty to think about. And look at that response from from Delgado. Because he took the first round, he actually taken the second for the same judge, so it's tied up 19 points apiece for one judge. Claro leads 20-18 for two judges, and the other cards are tied at 19 points apiece. And so Delgado is right in this contest because of his determination and competitiveness, having success with his own raiding attacks, such as that looping overhand right there.
Yeah, Delgado's done really well to claw himself back into this contest. It's all on this last round now. Claro really needs to get working here and not give so many silly shots away. You know, get a little bit tighter on the defense. Because it all hinges on this last round.
So the third and final round underway. And again, look at Delgado's physicality on the inside. Claro, more dynamic now in the center of the boxing ring, operating behind a low-held lead hand, making Delgado fall short by good footwork going backwards. Good right hand driven into the body from Delgado. Looking for that counter right hand once again. Claro, the left hand that was serving him so well in the opening round, just a little less accurate now. That one went long over the top of Delgado. There's a good left hook, but then it's countered by a left hook from Delgado, and that's where Claro doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be in physical tangles with this rough customer from Ecuador. He needs to keep it at this type of distance where he can use his timing and athletic gifts of speed and power.
Yeah, Claro needs to keep it long, keep his man behind the jab, and then pop his left hand in.
Again, finds himself in Delgado's wheelhouse once again, but Delgado unable to capitalize. You see, Claro's left hook was long, and by throwing these bent-arm punches, it gives Delgado an opportunity to respond immediately with scything bent-arm shots of his own. Claro just getting the tactics incorrect here for my money, with half of the third and final round gone. Can he get back to the long-range boxing that served him so well in the opening round, where he was able to demonstrate his sharp shooting ability? He's in the type of territory to do it now. Who will pull the trigger as both men trying to draw that lead from their opponents? And you see both boxers inaccurate. Well, I think Claro's got to up the work rate now and begin to bring that jab more into play, as Delgado steals a glance to his blue corner, and right on cue, a cracking left cross crashes home from Claro.
Yeah, that was better from Claro there. Delgado needs to be careful. He doesn't want to be taking shots like this. He needs to get... That was good. He needs to get back into his punching range and start letting his shots go.
So inside the final minute of the final round. And again, this is where Claro, precisely where Claro does not want to be. Delgado reaching for an overhand right, and again, Claro back to the ropes, try to catapult off the strands and fire a counter left. But he's being tied up, the clock continues to elapse. Dear me. Closing seconds as a roundhouse overhand right, and then a following right hand was right on the money. Two right hands in quick succession. The first one was short. Delgado kept the attack going, and the overhand right checked the chin of Claro once again. Looking for the same shot once more. It's untidy as the bell sounds to conclude the contest. Well, well, well. Which way is that one going to go? That final overhand right could well be decisive and tilt this one in favor of the man from Ecuador, who remained committed to his task. Despite being outboxed and outsped in the opening 3 minutes, he continued to grind his way into his own territory, had more success in the third round. Remember, he took the first round for one judge, and that same judge gave him the second round, so that was 20 points to 18 for him. Claro led 20 points to 18 for two judges, and the other scores were tied at 19 points apiece. This is going to be very close. It could well be a split decision. Which way is it going to go? How decisive will that final eye-catching howlets of a right hand be?
Yeah, that right hand might have cost him the fight.
Split decision. In the red corner.
And it's Alejandro Claro, a split decision victor, 4-1 in the final analysis. But my goodness, the Cuban sharpshooter, who came in as a world championship bronze medalist, made heavy work of it against a determined opponent in the form of Luis Fernando Delgado of Ecuador. The most eye-catching shot of the round and possibly the contest was a crashing overhand right in the closing stages. But that is where Claro, for some reason, spent the majority of rounds 2 and 3, allowing Delgado to get right into his face and into his mix. There was the right hand dipping the knees of Claro. Whereas in the first round, he boxed beautifully, using his speed, using his movement. And look at that. Delgado took the final round for 3 of the 5 scoring judges. And indeed, he took the second round by the same margin, but the distribution of the scores means that it's Alejandro Claro who takes it on a 4-1 split. The one judge who favored the work of Delgado gave him all 3 of the rounds. For Alejandro Claro, he edges it